Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. It's been a while. It looks like I might be back. Sitting here in my little cabin this morning with the wind blowing all around, blowing snow off the trees. The radio tells me it's a 30 below wind chill. Been listening to my various radio programs on NPR, This American Life, Splendid Table, TED Talks, all of those. And a few more that I don't remember right offhand, but I listen to every Sunday. Now I'm sitting here all bundled up because I've shut my heater off. It makes a terrible whine that drowns out my voice on the video. Yeah, smoking some Aaron Moore flake that I started last night while I was up late reading. Excellent stuff. Ten aroma reminds me of Fruit Loops, and the flavor I really like. It's Virginia tobacco, which in this case sort of tastes like graham crackers to me, and honeysuckle. I believe that's what the floral flavor is, and if it's not, that's what it tastes like to me. This is a book I was reading last night. Jim Harrison, The Woman Lit by Fireflies. I'm a big Jim Harrison fan, and I had never come across this book until a couple weeks ago. That's little Jimmy Harrison right there. Got it at a Goodwill for $3. It's a 1990 first printing. Excellent stories. His writing is full of not fantastical people, really. More along the lines of actual people that you might meet somewhere off to the side. Lots of food and drinking and smoking and appreciating the human form. And fishing and hunting. So yeah, I've been away for a while, mostly due to equipment failures. Some months ago my computer crashed, and that took me a while to figure that out, get that running again. And then when I had that going again, my phone started slowly crashing. The computer, I believe, was because of the antivirus software Norton. Seemed to be causing all kinds of problems with other programs. And the phone, I believe, just because it's getting old and gets carried in my pocket a lot. Anyway, the audio feature quit working on the videos, so I was able to make videos, you just wouldn't be able to hear me. And then I couldn't establish a data uplink between the computer and the phone to actually post things. The draw is a little bit tight on this pipe. It's okay though. Smoking ash pretty much. And also my truck has been running intermittently and not for a while. So in order for me to go to town and go to the library to get on the internet, requires me to ride with someone or borrow a car. So I haven't watched many videos, and I certainly haven't posted any, probably in, I'm guessing, about 4 months. But I've been working off and on. A friend of mine has a construction company. I've been working for him, but I'm not employed currently. which is fine with me. I guess all of these things could be considered hardships, but I don't see them that way. As my very wise tea mug reminds me, be in gratitude because the universe knows. I'm drinking a most excellent tea. It goes really well with this tobacco. It's made by Stash. I'm mostly a loose leaf tea guy, but my mom sends me tea every once in a while, and this is one of them. And it's cacao shells, peppermint, lavender, chocolate flavor, and vanilla extract. Really, really good. I'm sure it's seasonal, but I intend to look for some anyway. It goes really well with Aaronmore Flake or anything else I've smoked with it. And I hadn't been smoking all that much because I'd pretty much run out of tobacco. But I've been enjoying it again lately. So I'll show you some of the things I've been smoking. I pretty much got resupplied at Christmas. But because I was working and it's really cold, I wasn't smoking tobacco all that much. So yeah, I'll show you what I got around Christmas time, as soon as I get this going again. And some of these, there it goes, some of these tobaccos I've smoked for years, this being one of them. It's McClelland Bombay Court, one of my favorites by far. And also another one of my favorite English Balkan style blends. Balkan Luxury Blend 957 from Sutliff. Love that stuff. And what else have we got here? This stuff I can get around here from the Yuli's Pipe Shop. Golden Shag. That's pretty good. I used to smoke that probably 5 or 6 years ago and just recently got some more. And of course my favorite hardcore, I'm calling it a Balkan type English blend, Bishop's Move from Yuli's. I like that stuff a lot. Can't really, that's a once a day sort of smoker though. And then of course the Aaronmore Flake that I already showed. And Peter Stockby Navy Flake. I like this stuff a lot. Gotta put it in a jar, but pretty darn good. Has sort of a little hint of a vinegary smell to it, kind of like green oak will when you split it. And then of course the tobacco smell, which is really nice. Tends to smoke a little hot in most of my pipes. I generally smoke it in meerschaum or a really large briar. And also something that I got from some French friends that were visiting. You won't see this in America. Clan. I think they stopped importing it a long time ago for some reason. I just smoke a little bit of it from time to time. It's an aromatic. I can't really equate the flavor or smell to anything. That's what I've got left, about half of it. I mean, the smell of it kind of reminds me of the really heavy black Cavendish tobacco I used to smoke when I first started out, but there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more flavor to it. Anyway, yeah, Clan. Pretty good stuff. Get a hold of some if you can, if you like aromatics. It's not super heavy aromatic. But that's one of the tobaccos that I've smoked around people that I've never heard any complaints whatsoever. And they always say, "What is that?" Well, that's clan tobacco. That's pretty much done. So I've got my other pipe sitting here that I have packed and ready to go and already charred. My Stanwell Zebrano. It's so good. Definitely going to have to get some more of that. And more flake. Yeah, so I haven't watched many videos in the last 4 months either. I had a house sitting job over Christmas and I watched quite a few, but not very many since then. But an interesting thing I noticed on my channel since my computer crashed and I had to go back through joining YouTube, a new password and all that stuff. All the features on YouTube work now on my computer, and they never did before. I was never, or only once was I ever able to answer a comment, and I could never go into any of the system operations or any of that kind of stuff, or editing features or any of that. And now it all works. And so since my phone appears to be working again, maybe I'll be making videos with some regularity and actually able to respond to comments. That would be great. It looks like I can. And yeah, so the first time I opened up my page after I went through all that stuff, there were over 100 comments, some of them going back as far as last June, that had never showed up. The little red bell never lit up in the corner and said they were there, and occasionally I'd go back and check and I didn't find them. But yeah, a lot of them are pretty old. So I appreciate all the comments. And various other communications. So I'll not be responding to any of them at this point, but from now on I will be responding to comments as necessary and when I have time, when I can get to town. And I look forward to meeting all of you, you know, folks that have showed up in the last 4 months and some earlier that I hadn't seen before. There's just a lot of people smoking pipes on YouTube now and talking about stuff, which is great. Anyway, maybe looks like I'm about out of time. Maybe I'll start a second video. And if not, take care.